Have you ever sat down with a noble intention of studying, only to find yourself 20 minutes later, deep diving into a YouTube rabbit hole about why pigeons bob their heads when they walk? Yeah, same. It's like your brain sees the textbook and immediately decides, nope. Time to remember every embarrassing thing from middle school instead. The funny, and also tragic part, is that most of us aren't lazy. We genuinely want to focus. But our brains? They're running an operating system from the Stone Age, trying to survive in a world full of TikTok notifications, dopamine traps, and that one friend who sends memes at 3 a.m. Let's break down why studying feels like trying to nail jelly to a wall. Spoiler, it's not entirely your fault. First reason, your brain is obsessed with survival, not calculus. Back in caveman days, paying attention to a rustling bush could mean life or death. Was it dinner, or was it something that wanted you for dinner? Fast forward to today, and your brain still thinks every buzz, ping, or random thought is equally urgent. That's why suddenly remembering you need to clean your sock drawer feels just as important as finishing Chapter 3 of biology. Second reason, dopamine, baby. Studying is basically the equivalent of eating raw broccoli. Good for you, but not exactly thrilling. Meanwhile, scrolling your phone is like a triple cheeseburger with extra cheese. Dopamine rewards us for quick wins, and flipping flashcards doesn't stand a chance against Instagram reels of golden retrievers dressed as astronauts. Third reason, you're doing it wrong. Harsh? Maybe. But sometimes we expect our brains to focus for 3 straight hours. No breaks, no mercy. That's like forcing a toddler to sit still in a museum of beige walls. Of course, it's going to end with chaos and tears. Now, before you panic, let's look at some actual research. Psychologists have shown that multitasking, like studying while half watching Netflix, actually reduces your efficiency by up to 40%. Which means, if you've been wondering why a 2-hour study session only gave you 10 usable minutes, congratulations. You've just been scientifically proven normal. There's also a famous case study from Stanford, where students who identified as heavy multitaskers were worse at switching between tasks than people who rarely multitasked. The people who thought they were good at juggling were basically dropping balls all over the place. So why is this dangerous? Because constantly being distracted rewires your brain. You're literally training your mind to have the attention span of a goldfish on Red Bull. Over time, that makes deep focus, like studying, reading, or even holding a meaningful conversation, much harder. By the way, if your attention hasn't completely wandered off yet, that's kind of impressive. You might as well hit the like button as a little dopamine reward. You'll trick your brain into thinking you accomplished something, and honestly, I won't argue with that. Alright, so what do we do about it? Here's the good news. You don't need superhuman willpower. You just need to play smarter. Solution 1. Trick your brain with micro goals. Instead of saying, I'll study for 3 hours, say, I'll read 2 pages. That tiny goal is doable, and once you start, momentum does the rest. It's like convincing yourself you'll just watch 1 episode. And suddenly it's 3 a.m., and you've finished the whole season. Solution 2. The 25-minute rule, also known as the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then give yourself a 5-minute break. Your brain loves deadlines. It's like dangling a carrot in front of a donkey, except the donkey is you, and the carrot is TikTok. Solution 3. Control your environment. Put your phone in another room. Seriously. Out of sight, out of dopamine temptation. If that feels too extreme, at least use apps that block distracting sites. Future you, the one passing exams, will present you for being a little strict. So here's the takeaway. You can't outmuscle distraction. You have to outsmart it. Your brain isn't broken. It's just outdated software. And until Apple releases the iBrain 2.0, you've got to work with what you've got. Now I want to hear from you. What's the weirdest thing you've ever done while trying to avoid studying? Did you end up reorganizing your bookshelf by color? Or maybe learning how to juggle oranges? Drop it in the comments. I promise you're not alone in this circus. And if you want to dive deeper into how your brain sabotages you and how to fight back, stick around for my next video. Until then, go study, or at least pretend convincingly.